Alright, so I'm going to be posting this before my videos, guys, and you can partake in it or not, but we're going to do some singing bowls and I'm going to say a little prayer. And you're welcome to just sit and relax and free your mind up before the reading with me. I just wanted to do this. I'll timestamp it, so if you want to go straight to your reading, that's fine too. So we're going to go ahead and start. Take a deep breath. I call upon light and all beings whom serve only love and light. I ask you, angels, ancestors, and light beings, to cleanse and protect this space. Ask for your protection and guidance so that your divine sight can be delivered with love and healing for the greatest good. I ask you, angels, ancestors, and guides, to assist those whom these messages are meant for, to assist them on their journey of healing and spiritual growth. I appreciate your unconditional love and guidance. Thank you, angels, guides, ancestors, and Lord of Love. Amen. Okay, guys, so singing bowls. I'm just going to relax and listen. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that, and if so, I'm glad, and I'm happy you guys come to my channel and enjoy your reading. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Thanks for coming and checking out the channel. If you're returning, thank you for your continued support, your likes, your subscribes. I appreciate it. So we're gonna start with Capricorn today. I didn't know if I was gonna get up here and get a reading done today, because yesterday Virgo's reading was super intense for me. Like, it was crazy. So we're gonna start with a little prayer, and then we're gonna get into your reading, Capricorn. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance, protection, and unconditional love. I am grateful for all known and unknown, seen and unseen divine energy guiding, allowing, and protecting us as we receive these messages with an open heart and mind. I pray these messages of healing and protection reach those who need them and those who will fully embrace and express their own divine energy for the highest and most loving good. As we walk on this path of love, healing, and redemption, may your healing light touch, taint, and transmute all darkness with understanding, acceptance, and faith in the holy light of love. Amen. And thank you, Spirit. All right. So that's just something I started to do I usually do it before the readings, but I just started doing it on camera so you guys can kind of get in on that little prayer too. So let's see here. Okay, Capricorn. Okay, so you guys are the last of my earth signs I need to get done, and there has been a little shift in energy even since yesterday. I can feel it. So I was kind of looking at the planets and stuff, and the only thing I can really see is that, of course, our moon switched into Aries, at least where I'm at, and Pluto went retrograde in Capricorn. So Pluto's in Capricorn, and it's retrograde right now. So you could be very well feeling this, Capricorn. If you are not a Capricorn, or you just have Capricorn in your chart, that's fine too. I always suggest checking out all your placements, especially main placements with planets in play right now. really, there's nothing much more in Capricorn going on right now. So, but Pluto's a big one. As much as, ooh, we got the Chariot, Capricorn. That's nice change. I knew the Death card's been coming out, which is that transformation and that rebirth and that releasing and letting things die. And you guys get the Chariot, which is all your energy on board, going in one direction for victory, for a win. Really, this is just balancing the I always look at it like balancing the night and like the shadow and the light, balancing the mind and the heart, balancing it all, getting everything within and without on board and moving forward. Now, doesn't necessarily mean movement, but it means your energy's all headed in one direction, and you have a for sure how do I put this? You have a understanding and a surety with yourself on what you're doing. So to me, the Chariot is definitely knowing what you're doing, and it's just about kind of getting your body on board and doing what your mind and your heart already says. Let's do it. So I feel like right now that's the energy for you guys. Overall energy, Chariot, if this is your reading. Okay, so I'm going to get 2 of these oracles, you guys, and then at the very end I'm going to read these. I like to wait till the end because I just use them as like kind of a little visual guide as we go through the reading. And then usually when I read it at the end, it will fill in around the reading. So let's see here. First oracle out is mortality. So this whole round of reading started out with this symbol of the skull. And I was thinking, man, I've never liked skulls. And there's a whole symbolic whole message that I've been getting, and a whole download on symbolism and what it means to you and what it really means, and like how that shifts and changes and transmutes as we go through life and we learn more symbology and more understanding behind like symbols and stuff. So mortality, this is just recognizing that right away I'm feeling like it is death, but it's also understanding. I'm feeling with the Chariot too, it's understanding that you could be on like a time, like feel like I need to do something in this amount of time, because, you know, and it's also about understanding our mortality, understanding that we're here for a bit to do what we need to do, and you could be even contemplating your mortality, like what you want to achieve, what you want to achieve with your time on this earth. And setting goals and getting everything on board and saying, I'm going to do this. You know, there's something here that it's very evident, like you have to do this, like in body here for the earth. So that's another thing I'm getting, is you could be really thinking and feeling like there's something here you want to contribute to the mortals, to the people, the flesh. So let's see. And then we got wisdom. There's something here you might even deeply understand. And then on the bottom, Genesis, this did come up for Virgo too, and it was really about healing that ancestry, and this is that mortality too. And the whole skull thing, you guys, it was like where I used to see it just as creepy, and I never understood why. And I had a little epiphany the other day, and I was like, oh, it's because the poison sign on the old bottles always was like a skull with the 2 bones, and it automatically triggers like poison, toxic, stay away. But then some things that are toxic can heal too. It depends on the use of it, things, and oh, man, there was a bunch. I got a bunch on it. But that being said, with the mortality, you could actually be thinking and passing on some wisdom, some things deep down that you want to maybe put in a book, maybe talk about, maybe teach. I am feeling like a kind of a gift of wisdom to the people that are here and future generations. So I am getting that. We're going to do a little tea spread for you guys. So this is kind of like the overall energy, the heart, and the root. It's just a little 3-5 cards. And let's see what's going on here. We've got King of Stars. So immediately, Capricorn, I am feeling like you could be actually doing, like physically doing something, like physically manifesting something. This could be anything. You could be putting together a photo album. You could be putting together accounts for your grandkids. You could be writing a book. You could be passing on, you could be having conversations and really spreading your knowledge and your wisdom that you've, I am feeling a mature energy. So a very mature energy, knowing, hey, I got things to do here, and I have to do it with my physical body, which is the King of Stars, like the King of Pentacles. This could have to do with material things, going through your material stuff, maybe finding those things. And if you aren't at that point in your life, that's fine too. But you might be really understanding that there's things you want to talk about and pass down for further generations. You could be, and also this could be about like physically doing something for yourself too, to better your health and your position in your mortal body too. Like this could be going to, this could be with the DNA thing on the bottom, it could be getting your genetics done. I am feeling that, and this genetic energy has been coming in for a couple days. So you could be getting like your DNA done. You could be finding out better health things for yourself, something like that. I am getting that, and that's a strange message for me to get, but that is what I am getting. And then we got the King of Swords also, you guys. A lot of king energy here. Wow. This is being very matter of fact in your current position. It's like you've already like done something or created something or worked on something physically, and now you are, oh, and then what do we got here? The Eight of Wands. And this is kind of what I was feeling, like a communication or a specific goal in mind to communicate or get a message across. You, like I said, you could be passing this on through writing or through something physical, or just heading in a direction where, and then we got that Six of Stars, where you are helping or giving back. It's like, okay, I've gained this, so now I'm going to pass it on. Or sharing your knowledge, sharing your wisdom, maybe sharing your actual physical self with something to do with, like it just makes sense. Like this could be even contributing to a like a cause, you know, that's another message. And with the King of Swords here, it's like, and also it could be like, and this is weird, I'm getting this, but it could be to do with like setting your stuff straight, getting your stuff in order, understanding that there's things to do while we're here. And this could be like getting law stuff done, or anything like that that has to do with passing on something, because I'm definitely feeling that. And in your heart, it's like it'll make you feel more balanced and more good, that you are giving back, and you could be receiving some wisdom too. If you are of the younger generation, you could be dealing with somebody who is being generous with their time, maybe their resources, to help you along, or passing on information to you or something. I am feeling communication in this reading. So there is definitely a feeling of communicating something, and gaining a real inner and outer balance from doing that. Whatever this is. Let's see here. Three of Stars. Yes, this is at the root. This is sharing information. And then on the bottom, happiness, the sun. So that's really nice, Capricorn. I feel like there could be something you're contributing to right now. A group, this could be family, this could be work, this could be putting yourself into a project, or communicating something to family, friends, group. And it could just have to do with passing on some valuable, maybe things you don't need anymore. Or I am feeling like a charity energy too, like you could be giving to a cause or something. This is feeling quite charitable and giving, and it could be making you very happy to be contributing. And if you aren't the one contributing, you could be receiving these contributions, maybe from another Capricorn in your life, or somebody with that strongly in their chart. But there is some kind of wisdom being gained here about working with others, sharing what you have with others, and receiving also. It's a fine balance between equal give and take. If you're feeling this isn't happening, then you're getting on board to set it straight, to make something fair, to make something balanced. And it feels like time could be important here also with the mortality. It feels like this is important now. Like, I need to get this done now. I need to communicate this now, or I need to share this now, or I need to, yeah, that's what I'm feeling, Capricorn. So that's really interesting. Let's get 3 of these Endless Oracles by Eric Mail, you guys. I just got this deck, so I am reading. I've been making these so long. I'm trying to make them shorter, you guys, but it's just so hard the way I read. It's just sometimes the witches. Okay. The witches. To me, that is like getting together, group collaboration, the fields. Going somewhere. You could be thinking about going somewhere. Kind of on your own. But not. But it feels like it could be with like, like you could be wanting to invite somebody or go somewhere with somebody somewhere. To do some work or some kind of, and then, okay, so the Zenith came up, and I forget who this came up for. I think it was Taurus. But it's like revisiting somewhere that is old. So this kind of comes through as going back to a place that is old, and it means going full circle. So it's full circle, and I am feeling that with mortality. It's like full circle. It's like passing on that information, full circle, making a full return. You could be making a full return either back to yourself, Capricorn, or a full return in some kind of endeavor you're working on. This could be with other people. I do got two kings here, the King of Swords and the King of Stars. So there is definitely a, you could be working with others to pass on information or to kind of complete something or visit a place that's already been but has kind of been forgotten about. And this could be a place within yourself, like going back to childhood, feeling youthful again after maybe years of just being feeling kind of maybe just in your adult life, and your, you know, this is feeling very multi faceted here. The fields. All right, you guys, so I am getting like a lot with this reading, with the returning either, and it's like this place could be have been almost forgotten in yourself or in your mind, but then it's like, oh, I remember that, and it's like now I want to contribute to that, or now I want to revisit something, maybe, is what I'm kind of getting. And it doesn't mean you necessarily have, but you could be very much so on board about doing this or visiting this or helping this cause or this situation, maybe working with others that you haven't worked with for a long time, or you haven't visited for a long time with the witches here. I am going to look up the witches. Activation, inner power, teamwork, manifesting, and spell work. Getting back together with maybe people you almost have forgotten about, or running into somebody you've almost, that just hasn't been around for a while or something. And it's like this inner power, that is the Chariot. It's like using all of your inner power, all parts of yourself on board to manifest something or work with somebody. Because it feels like time. This could be work, you guys. This could be like a job or something that you feel, or it does need done, something that needs done. Like, it feels like time is important here. Your inner magic is stronger than ever, and you can rely on your willpower. That is the Chariot. Willpower, determination, and creativity to make incredible progress. You could be just really working on something here with others even, or working on getting yourself in a position to contribute or go somewhere. You could be going back home. You could be, with mortality here, you could be revisiting maybe loved ones or elderlies, or there's something else here too. This is many messages. This is a general message, you guys, so I get a lot with these. But it says this: the witches also reminds us that we can rely on others. You have incredible potential alone. That's what I was feeling, is like, you're coming to this place alone, but you're almost like, it feels very determined to communicate or share this with others, or get others, could be opinions, or they're just have them there to share this with, or to bounce ideas off each other, or to work with others. This could be like a family situation, a work situation. There's so much. You have incredible potential alone, but it's even greater when combined with that of others. The witches can also represent ritual practices or spell work. You could be getting, going back to like an old, I don't know, camp, or an old like retreat that maybe you have visited or or and with the DNA on the bottom too, it almost feels like this could be a place that's calling to you from deep, deep, deep down, that you're long gone, for almost forgotten. It's like still there though, and there's like a lot of benefit from going to this place or working with these people or contributing to this cause. That's what it feels like. So let's see here. And it's almost like you could have maybe already started working on this or moving towards this, and it's just getting all energies on board. And it says in the sky, Virgo. That's weird because I was kind of getting that Virgo vibe. It's like paying it forward. Like this zodiac is sometimes associated with meticulous processes or making use of carefully refined routines. Much like the witches, Virgo can accomplish great things through ritual practice. That's why it could be like an old, I'm even feeling like the feels like old neighborhood, old church, old friends, old acquaintances, maybe a cause that was like kind of important like a while ago, but then maybe you dropped it, or getting back to something that has a lot of it almost feels like it could be sentimental or close to your earth stuff. So like something that you've already physically been there or something, or done it or contributed or been helped by it, and it's like now I'm paying it forward, or I'm going back to that place or something like that, you guys. That is what I'm getting. So we are going to go to the fields and see what that has to say. Cultivation, reward, labor, nurturing, and producing. And I am getting that, like putting you and maybe others, putting your time, your energy, your efforts, maybe your resources into making something happen. With the King of Swords here, it's like this will happen if we put these resources together, or these minds come together. We will go maybe to this place. We will maybe planning a trip or something. I'm even getting that, like a big trip or something. But this is also nurturing that plan or that idea or that circle of beings, or this feels like a very tribe energy is what I'm getting with the Six of Stars here in the heart center. It's like I want to share what I have with others, and it feels like a place or person or people that it's good for everybody. That's what I'm feeling like. It's good for everybody, at least in that group, that plan, that project. It feels really good. Fields must be tended to, and in turn they provide nourishment to those who tend them. Nurturing leads to being nurtured in return. That's exactly the Six of Stars. It's just like the fields in the heart center, and it's in the center up here too. It's like if I give my energy and my resources and my time to this, I will be nurtured, and so will those around me. And that's why I said it could have been like with sorting through stuff, maybe sharing your knowledge or your maybe even resources with like family or friends. It's just very interesting. I am getting a very more mature energy. Cultivation requires a certain degree of effort, and so this card reminds us that it is not time to be afraid of toilsome work. Though it may be a struggle at times, we will benefit from the fruit of our labor. Could be really working on something here, trying to get something accomplished and done, because it just, and it's like, I even feel like, oh, this is the time. This is the time. It's like now or never, like that kind of energy. I'm feeling like a urgency even, like we gotta like get this done, or we gotta contribute to this, or we gotta make this happen or something. It's like I keep thinking we, not I. It's I'm getting we. Let's go to the zenith here. Here we go. And it's apotheosis, culmination, coming full circle, and success. This is successful. This is going to bring success if you are just in the middle of this kind of full circle. Like maybe at one time something came into your life and helped you, and like it's like paying it forward full circle, or contributing yourself to something you've always for a long time wanted to be a part of, or wanted to contribute to, or wanted to work on or work with. And now it's like, oh, it's kind of like, okay, so I work at a bowling alley, and when I was young, of course I went to a few birthday parties there. I wasn't a huge bowler or anything, but it was one of the only places in town to do anything. and I'm a manager there now. And it was like full circle. It was like full circle. Like here I was in the same place when I was, but now I'm dealing with kids, and it's like I can make a difference in the small ways I can as a person just there working. You know, I try to, with my experiences and my wisdom, I can definitely say, hey, you know, things get better, or, you know, addiction's bad, or whatever. If I see anybody struggling, you know, even with customers, sometimes I'm like, only, you know, it's like, oh, somebody is just an example that's coming in is like this gal said sorry like 5 times about, and I was doing my job, like getting her a drink and like putting bumpers on and just doing whatever I was needing to do. It's my job. She kept saying sorry, sorry, and I said, I don't know if you were made to believe you had to be really sorry when you were young about everything. I said, because I've been there. I remember I used to get within 2 feet away from people, and I'd be like, sorry, like I hit them or bumped into them, and it was like I was sorry for just like existing, it felt like sometimes. And so whenever I see that, I'm like, I understand there's like a deep-seated like apologetic, like people-pleasing kind of invisible feeling, and I'm like, you need to stop saying sorry. I'm like, she's like, I didn't realize I say it that much. And I said, well, the good news is now you know, and the first step to changing something is acknowledging it. I said, but you don't have to be sorry. This is my job. And I you know, I just saw it. And she actually said, as she was walking away, at first she was just stunned. And I was just like, ooh, did I rub her wrong? Or, you know, because I do have a tendency to just kind of, and especially when I pick up stuff that I think maybe I could help just by pointing out something or saying, hey, you know, is there something, you know, there's something deep there you maybe need to look at about that. I didn't say it like that, of course, but she said thank you as she turned around to go get her soda, because it was like finally like the 5th time she'd said sorry for coming up and asking me to help her, which is my job. She said thank you, and I said you're welcome. And that was it, and it was fine. And it was just little stuff like that we pay forward with our own experience and knowledge, and it's the little stuff we can do in body, in our work, in our jobs. There might be something you can really contribute to here, that, and even with others, that, like at one time it was a place for you, or it was something that helped you, or maybe even people. This could be, like I said, ancestors, family, even this could be grandchildren, or this feels like something coming full circle. This could be like you took care of your kids, now your kids are coming to help you and take care of you, and that something like that, or vice versa. Like it feels like a balancing something out in the giving of energy, and especially resources and wisdom, intelligence, and like passing on of this kind of lesson. It's very interesting. I'm getting that. You are on top of the world. Things are coming full circle, reaching their greatest peak. So this is a really great time for you right now, Capricorn, where things are feeling like I'm back at here, but I'm back here better. It's like the World card. It feels like a full beginning of a new endeavor, a new cycle, maybe a goal, a job, a mission, like it feels like a whole new chapter of your life. And you could be at that point in your life where you're like, wow, now it's, you know, I did all this, and now I'm back here, and now I got kind of a clean slate, and I can contribute and do what I want to do and help what I need. You know, I'm not just like surviving anymore. I can actually like do something and work with people, and like, I don't know, there's just something really big, and like it feels like Aquarius energy. It feels like that Aquarius Pluto, which with Pluto being in Capricorn right now, retrograde, it does feel like that humanitarian contribution, or that collective contribution. And that's what I am getting. So that's really nice. And that could just be this simple Pluto energy I'm feeling. But it's good to know that is in the air for people to tap into, or to think about, contemplate, you know, your contribution, or where in life you've been helped or been shared with, and now you can return you can return to it and give it what you can now. And we always need that back and forth, you guys, that exchange of energy. So this is a successful feeling here. It feels very good. It feels like I'm all on board. I understand, like, my role, maybe like what I'm doing right now and where I'm going and what I want to contribute to, who I want to communicate with and share my energy with. And I know it's going to build something great if it hasn't already. If it has already, that's great, Capricorn, and keep up the good work. That's awesome. So I am going to read the mortality and the wisdom now to see if we can get any more from that. That's not intuitive, just from the book. Mortality. Well, this one is not in alphabetical order, you guys, so it takes me a second. Here we go. You are experiencing a death which is sending ripples out into other parts of your world. This is like the death rebirth card, and it's been coming in like everybody's going through huge transformations right now. This death is akin to a spiritual awakening, as previously held beliefs are no longer just being questioned, but they are now being dismissed altogether. Like maybe it's like that example. It's like it's kind of mind shattering. It's like, wait a minute, that doesn't belong in my life and this does, or that's all behind me and now I'm working on this. Old beliefs, and they're not just questions. Like you've shifted your complete energy into a new direction. It's like a new mission, or a new job, new challenge, like a new, I don't even want to call it a challenge, a new mission or a new purpose. Like you've discovered something new, full circle. Through your learning and your growth, you've decided this is it. Like this feels, like I said, a mature energy. Like I've been through all this and now this is what I want to do. This is really nice. This could be deciding on a permanent career for the remainder of, like the remainder of your time here on Earth. This feels really nice. But they are now being dismissed altogether. These beliefs have been a lifeline for you in previous times, helping to keep you afloat when the universe was unable to make sense to you. But due to your recent spiritual growth, development, and maturity and insight, these beliefs and thoughts no longer sustain who you are and do not mesh with who you are becoming. This may mean you need to say goodbye to those connections made while you held onto this now dying belief, to leave those you once regarded as inspirations, resources of information, and spiritual leaders. It's like, instead of following what you've been guided, it's becoming the guide, becoming the teacher, becoming the taking on a new role as not a student but the teacher, and disregarding maybe some, I don't take that as all, because we always pick up good things from our lessons, even the ones that seem like, wow, that's kind of a messed up way to teach a lesson, but we do learn, whether it's we want to be that or we don't. So sources of information and spiritual leaders. There will be friends which you met along the way within this community that you now, for whatever reason, can no longer connect with and are unable to see in the same light anymore. This is the beginning of the death of your reliance on having others to show you the way. Yes, you're leading yourself, and possibly going back towards something that's near and dear to your heart, full circle, back home, back to an old dream you had that maybe you were conditioned or believed to be maybe not your path, and you're realizing, well, this is, and I'm sure of that now with the Chariot here, and I'm going to be victorious in it, and I'm going to work with and share myself with, and definitely involving some kind of messages and communication, definitely here, and it just makes sense. Like this is very interesting. The death is now the birth of becoming your own spiritual advisor, following your own path, finding your own way. Doing your own thing. Yeah, doing your own thing. But possibly with, that's what I said, it was like felt alone, but not. Like it could be like you are leaving like current job, current situation, current place where you reside to go somewhere that is, I'd say, deep-seated, calling you back to it or calling you into it, and you're like, this is what I want to do. This is who I am. It's like a surety, a maturity to it. So that's really nice, Capricorn. Really coming into your own mindfulness. with the praying mantis here. So you might want to look up this spirit animal. It's the praying mantis, and it's about mindfulness. And that is also, to me, the King of Swords and the Orb Weaver, imagination. Okay, but the mantis being the main one. Checking that out. I will just read a little bit of the mantis. Let me look here. Praying mantis. Mindfulness. Pause to pray. How often do you stop to ground yourself? The praying mantis say that no matter how mindful you feel, you could be more present than you are now. This otherworldly insect is well known for its prayer stance. This could have to do with your spirituality, your religion, going full circle, like maybe an old church you went to when you were a kid, or maybe you're not, maybe you've been in church and you're doing your own thing now, or you found your own way to your spirituality. This could be a very spiritual, but the King of Pentacles, it's building your own place for that, or your own place for teaching, or your own, it feels really big, like opening a school or a club or a support group or something like that. You know, it's feeling very big. Coming into your own is, I think, what I'm going to name your guys' video, because it feels like you are coming into your own full circle. And it feels like something lost, or not fully lost, but almost forgotten, that's come back, and it's louder and bigger than ever, and it's you. It's like it's your true self here, your true purpose or something. Like, it feels really big and nice. It adopts this iconic pose as it focuses on its prey, preparing for the moment of capture. The praying mantis enters your reading when you need to find a serene state of focus to arrive at full awareness. Cultivating and exploring the immediate moment and restricting yourself from the desire to mentally, emotionally, or physically move forward or backward is imperative. This card is a sign that you need to scale back some of the noise. That's also the Chariot. It's like you're really building up that energy right now to do something for yourself, something big for yourself, and something that will reach out maybe, or collaborate. But it's like right now it's just like kind of building up your plan, maybe your resources, just a build up of when you're going to make the move. It's interesting. I'm feeling like the building up. I'm not sure. This is your mind's eye with 2 sets of compound eyes and 3 eyes in the middle of their head. The praying mantis has no trouble seeing what's in front of them at each moment. The development of mindfulness allows you to find what you're looking for. It is through taking the time to ground yourself in the now that you will succeed later on. This animal cautions looking too far ahead, planning too far in advance, and skipping over your present life for what you believe to be waiting for in the future. Acknowledge what lies right in front of you. Don't get caught up in the idea that you aren't there yet. You've arrived. The question is whether you are mindful enough to know it. Wow, that's another. This has like 4 different sections you can relate to this, and it says the praying mantis is patient. That could be this Chariot too. You're just patiently waiting for the communication, or the collaboration, or the resources to build up, so that you can make this move into a new business, home, community, project, group, anything. This is multiple things, you guys. So the praying mantis says that you need to slow your body and mind. This struggle is not one outside yourself, but a struggle to fully appreciate and enjoy where you currently stand, leaving feelings of judgment behind. This card tells you that as you patiently grow your practice of awareness, you will become aware of the answers that were always there. This could be really just being in that place of just, I know what I want, and still waiting for something else to kind of come in, a message or some kind of go ahead to do something. Or it's very interesting. It says, in today's rush, we all think too much, seek too much, want too much, and forget about the joy of just being. There's definitely something, if it feels like you're not moving with this Chariot energy, but you're like, I want to be victorious at this, or this is what I want, this is my goal, this is where I'm going to, this is what I'm determined to get. With this praying mantis, it's feeling like you're already there, and maybe there's some contribution you can make right where you're at, full circle, right where you started. So that's another message I'm getting, where instead of actual movement, it could be coming full circle exactly where you're at. Not moving anywhere, just doing something different where you're at. It's like it feels like there's a manifestation happening with others. Now, whether you're waiting for this to become something bigger, it's kind of saying it already is big. It's a big collaboration. It's a big exchange of energy already happening. Now you'll know where you're at in this reading, Capricorn, but that is what I'm getting. But you could very well just be doing the work right now with others right now and not even recognize it and still be shooting for something bigger when it's right here. And you just need to see that. That's another message I'm getting. So, Capricorn, let's see here. We got a second. I will pull a little quote for you guys. Let's get a little quote for Capricorn for this reading. Here we go. I use positive self-talk on a daily basis. I take care of myself. And creativity is intelligence, having fun. So this is just saying, that slowing down, taking your time, being in the moment, not telling yourself you haven't achieved a goal or you, it's kind of like looking at the accomplishments you've already made and being proud of those accomplishments you've already made and taking care of yourself, not feeling like you got to push yourself right now, Capricorn. Don't push yourself, because there is a feeling here of you already coming into yourself, which you can do that anywhere with anybody. It feels like you've really come into yourself, found yourself again, or really came in. And it doesn't matter where you're at. You can be you no matter where you're at, even though you might want to do something bigger here. Right now, I feel like Spirit's saying taking care of yourself, slowing down, staying in this, this, keeping all your soldiers on board with the plan or the purpose, and staying positive and staying optimistic about where you're going energetically, because this is more of an energetic movement. This feels more of an energetic shift. That mortality, it feels like it could mean visiting physical, because this King of Pentacles was there with the King of Swords. It's like making sense of what to do with your resources and your material stuff now to contribute to this shift or this. But it's really saying you're really good where you're at. But if there is a goal here that you're aiming for, shooting for, I think first things first for this time period, if this is your reading, it's to stay positive and take care of yourself and have fun. Lighten up. You could be taking this very seriously and really, like I said, it could feel like time's like, oh, I got to get this done now. But Spirit's saying slow down. It's already being done. Kind of give it to God right now is what I'm feeling, because it doesn't feel bad. It just feels like something you really want to accomplish or you really want to get done. Or you might be kind of in a rush to do it when it's saying you got to wait and let things build, like that praying mantis. There's an energy building behind the scenes. So Capricorn, that is your guys' reading. It was pretty cool. It seems like a really good place to be in. It feels like if you're feeling accomplished, and if you aren't feeling accomplished, you need to feel accomplished, because there's something you have worked on and you're creating energetically within yourself, a balance, a forward movement, a knowing of exactly what you want to do with your energies. And even if it hasn't, what you think, done anything kind of outside of yourself, it's kind of like me and my work example. It's like sometimes I feel like I'm not doing everything I can with my experiences and my wisdom and my life, but I do. There's those little things. I'm exactly where I need to be. And sometimes we need to remember that we are exactly where we need to be doing the work we exactly should be doing and are doing with everything we got. So doesn't mean there ain't going to be, I'm not going to say bigger or better, because this could be bigger and better, but doesn't mean there ain't more. It's just right now you're exactly where you need to be. And there's something definitely you are accomplishing here energetically. And it's full circle cycle, a new cycle. So that's great, Capricorn, and I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you coming and watching your readings. I appreciate your likes, your subscribes, and if you're returning, I appreciate your support, and if you're new, I appreciate you just checking it out. So we'll talk to you later, and I hope you guys have a good day.